The Western Cape is the only province in the country that is run by a party other than the ruling African National Congress. The story starts in 2006, when the Democratic Alliance, together with the Independent Democrats, won the city of Cape Town, and in 2009, the DA won the Western Cape by 51%. In this video, BDFM talks to DA's Ivan Meyer and the ANC's Western Cape leader, Marius Fransman, about the election campaign so far.
So we have used the success story of 2006, what Helen Zeller then called the Cape Town story. We multiplied it now into 2009 and created what is now known as the Western Cape story. And the Western Cape story is really a story about good governance, because in 2009 we had this election manifesto. And I must say, I don't hear any of the parties talking about the manifesto of 5 years ago. The DA is the only party that talked to the manifesto of 2009, because we went to the electorate on this manifesto. And it's now 5 years later, and it's now time to reflect on what has happened after 5 years in power. Well, the Office of the President brought out this report called the MPAT report, Management, Performance and Assessment Tool. This report evaluates all 9 provincial governments in South Africa, and this report is conclusively confirming that the Western Cape under the DA is the best run provincial government in South Africa.
Think about the fight between David and Goliath. Goliath had everything, was the biggest, had the money. The DA has the money. This is the last outpost of apartheid legacy. There's those that have serious interest not to change the Western Cape, that not to transform, and they are putting millions and millions into the DA coffers. We are saying ours are, as David went from small initiatives, we've decided to go from community to community to trash the DA. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Do I spin? No, I don't spin, and let me give it. In '94, the ANC only received 33% of the vote. In '99, we received 42.6%. In 2004, we received 46% of the vote. In 2009, we fell down to 31.6%. When the ANC was at our weakest in 2009, COPE was formed, the recall of President Mbeki, the recall of Ibrahim Rasool, public spats of ANC leadership in the Western Cape. When the ANC was at its very weakest, the DA only got to 51%. Just think about it. Now we've stabilized the Western Cape. We brought different sectors, different constituencies together. The DA now knows what Zille has told them, that they will get 30% nationally and 60% in the Western Cape. It's still only the burger that believe the DA can get 60%. The DA will not be able to get 50%. We've said we will push ourselves from 32% in one election in 3 years. We will push ourselves way above 40%. We now know, a few days before the elections, it's impossible for the DA to get 50%. More importantly, the possibility is that the ANC will be the largest party. Will we govern after the 7th of May? No doubt, the ANC will govern the Western Cape. Zille has effectively, the way my political analysis has destroyed the DA, because she had to be everything for everyone. So when she went to the black African community, she told them certain things. When she ran to the white community, she had to tell them other things. When she went to the colored community, she had to tell them. And the DA has been built around the individual. Just for one moment, think, what's going to happen with the DA after Helen Zeller is left?
So our campaign is going very well. We are very active in the rural areas. All the 10 ministers are all over every single day, about 7-8 speeches a day, addressing business communities, farming communities, local communities, showing the video, the Western Cape story. As you know, we have also produced a YouTube video on the Western Cape story. So we have been showing that video all over the Western Cape and engaging with communities. We are now also busy with activists who intensify our campaign over this weekend. We had the May Day rallies all over the community, door to door, pamphlets, leaflets, information tables. So this campaign is all over. We also took the campaign to universities. As we know, there are 70,000 students at the 4 universities in the Western Cape. So we are all over, having 4 or 5 radio interviews a day, radio debates, and you've also now seen that we have also won on the SABC battle with the ANC Fani video. And the ANC is really now scared, because if you want to block people with information, then people are more hungry. So this whole campaign by the ANC to stop the video, if you stop something, then people are curious. Then they make it their business to find out. So thanks to the SABC, more people are now watching it on YouTube.
Yes.